guys, so I'm back with another video. Well, I'm not back, I'm alive after months and months of no videos. I'm really good at that, so well done to me. Anyway, so today I've been getting into crochet lately, so today I'm going to show you how to make this flower, this carnation. I've put mine onto a bubble, but you can attach it to a headband, a hair clip, a keyring, decoration for anything, whatever. You can put something sparkly in the middle if you want, or if you have. And also, excuse the background noises, that would be the kids, the TV, that's the sounds of our living. So this looks complicated, but it's actually so simple and it's so good for beginners. So I'm going to show you how to do a lot of the beginning skills you would need to get started with crochet. Just bear in mind, I'm learning myself. I'm not that good myself. I'm beginning, intermediate level, you could say, but I'm going to learn with you guys. So hopefully I'll do an Arabic version of this video too for my Arabic followers. And excuse this dust, this is our work dust, so there's pen marks and all sorts, and that black thing you see in the corner is actually the stand because of the wide angle lens. So I'm going to fix this desk soon. I'm going to marble it and I'll show you guys how to do that as well, maybe one day. So anyway, let's get started on this video. I'm just going to zoom in and I'll let you guys know what you're going to need for this video. To make this flower, you're going to obviously need string. Now this is called yarn. I'm going to zoom out. This is called yarn in terms of knitting and crochet. It's not called string or thread or khayt. Okay, so this is called a skein of yarn. I have two colors, one for this, which is going to be green, and then a purple one, okay, which is going to be the petal things. So I have green and purple. You can do anything. This one is a Bernat premium, and I like these because they're actually cheap. And if you look on the back of this, it tells you, so it gives you the size, which this one is medium, and they go to like bulky, super bulky, fine, etc. They start from like 0, I think, up to 10 or something. And this one, I don't know anything about knitting, so please don't ask me, and I have no interest to learn because it looks so complicated. But this is what you want to pay attention to. So this gives you it tells you what size crochet hook you're going to need. So this is 5mm. This is ideal. You don't have to stick to it. You can go with a smaller needle if you want your stitches to be tighter, but just bear in mind that your thread could keep falling off the hook, but you can go bigger, you can go smaller, depending on how big you want your stitches to look, how spaced out. And it tells you if you do 13 single crochets, it gives you 14 rows, and the size will be 4 by 4 inches or 10 by 10 centimeters. So if you're trying to make a scarf that's 20 centimeters wide and however long, you can use this to help you with measurements. I never use this, so, but you can, and it gives you the wash instructions, and it also tells you what it's made from. So this case is acrylic. Most of the yarns are acrylic, but if you want to do like, which is fine for, if you like these things on there, usually they give you the pattern for it. It says free pattern, so when you open the inside, it will show you the pattern to the picture that's on there, but I'm not going to do that. The next thing is, when you buy a new yarn or skein, I call it ball. When you buy a new ball of yarn, there's 2 ways to actually take out the thread, and my mum showed me this. I did not come up with this myself, I must just say. Okay, so there is the way, if you poke your finger on the inside, you can feel that there is like a bunch of it. If you pull it out, you will get, I'll show you with this. So you can pull this out. This is already taken out. So this way it stops the ball like unrolling as you work. Or there is the way where you can unravel it from the outside, which is under the paper. But I don't like this because as you work, it rolls away. It tends to like fall off the sofa or wherever you're sitting. So I like to pull it out from the inside. Okay, and then you're going to need the corresponding hook. It's going to be a 5mm hook. They come in numbers and they come in letters and numbers, but I always follow the millimeters, and it basically just says that that's 5mm apart. And this is a number H, but I don't go by letters. Letter H, not number H, whatever. So that's that one. And you're going to need scissors and any scissors. And eventually you're going to need a sort of a yarning needle or a yarn needle, whatever they call it, to do this, and a bubble if you're going to do the bubble. Sorry, the kids are so loud. Anyway, okay, so to start, I'm going to show you. So the first thing we need to do, I'm going to zoom in actually. The first thing we need to do is to make a slip stitch or a slip knot. And this is really easy. So this is how you start off every single piece of work. And it's the simplest thing. So this is called a slip stitch. So just pulling out some thread. Yarn, stop calling it thread. Okay, so a slip stitch basically goes like this. So you put it over your finger, hold it, okay, put it over your finger, cross it over and hold this bit, and then pull this up. So I'm just gonna pull this up, okay, make a hook and come back. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. So you basically want to pretend that you're making a knot, as you would make a knot, but don't finish it. Do you see? And just pull it to tighten it. So you can do it this way, where you cross it over and pull this one up, drop it and pull this back. Or you could just pretend you're making a knot. You'll figure out which way is easier for you. Okay? And then you put your hook inside. Okay, now the easiest way to hold a hook is this, I think, for most people. I have seen people hold it like a pen. Just see whatever way feels comfortable to you, and they go like this, but that just feels weird to me. So I'm not going to hold it like that. I'm going to hold it like a stick. I don't know what you hold like that. Okay, so this is called a slip stitch, slip knot. Okay, and then you're going to make your foundation chain. Most things start with a foundation chain. And this flower can be any size you want it to be. Obviously, the longer it is, the more fluff you get. So, but I'm going to make this one 10 because it doubles eventually. So the way you hold the yarn, there is 1,000 ways to hold it. I like to do ring finger. So just hold on to this bit. I'm going to zoom out again so you can see. Just hold on to this with the hook. And then I like to do ring finger once and then index once. Okay? And then if you close your hand, it kind of gives you like control over how much you're letting through. Once you open your hand, you can get more. You just go like that, like it feeds it through. Okay, you get the point. Some people like to hold it like this, index. Some people like to wrap it around index, which is like my sister. My sister-in-law is this, which I don't get how she does that. That would give me cramp. But anyway, okay, so I like to do ring finger and index. So I'm going to show you how to do the foundation chain. So let's begin. Let's zoom in. Okay, so you want to hold this in here, hook your yarn over and come through. So you have made one chain. And again, one chain, hook it, come through, hook your yarn over, come through the loop, hook your yarn over, and watch as I'm going through, I turn my hook upside down. So I come up, it's this way up, it's pointing up. As I come through the loop, you want to turn it, just give it a twist. It turns upside down and you won't drop your yarn, because if you go like this, hook through and you try to come through, it won't come through easily, and most of the time it falls. So if you loop it over and just give it a twist, this is why they make this bit flat usually. If you give it a twist and come back under, it won't fall off the yarn. So this is how you count your chains. It's the V's. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to make 2 more. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just as your chains get longer and longer, you just want to move your hand up. So I have just done 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it looks like a plait. So you basically just count the V's. And then I'm going to show you how to do a double crochet. In the UK, this is called a treble crochet, depending on what tutorial you watch. And no, my hand does not have a disease, it's eczema. Okay, so basically you have to think of crochet as a grid. So we're working this way across now, and then we have to build height for whatever we're making. So to build height, you usually do double crochet, treble crochet, single crochet, half double, half treble, whatever. In this case, it's a double crochet. So to build height for a double crochet, you need to go, we went this way, now we need to go up. So we make 3 chains because you can't make a double crochet to go up to give you height. So you make an extra 3 chains. The 3 chains is for a double crochet. If you make extra 1 chain, that's for a single crochet. If you make an extra 2 chains, that's for a half double crochet. So again, I'm using American terminology. This is called a treble crochet in the UK. Most of the words out there are the American ones. Okay, so we made 10 and then we have to make 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've done this. This is basically it. It gives you the angle, the right angle bit. So this is our first pole, you can say, our first double crochet almost. So we've done this. So this is our angle, okay? So we're going to skip the first 1, 2, 3 because this is our height, okay? So we're going to loop over once. This is a double crochet. Loop over once. So you look like this now. You don't look like this, hopefully. Your work looks like this. Okay, so you loop over, okay? I just put my finger, count 1, 2, 3, and we go in the 4th one. You go through the top of the V, just that one thread there. Grab some more yarn, turn it upside down, turn your hook upside down, okay? You come out. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. You grab another one and you come through 2. Then you've got 2. You grab another one and you come through 2. So I'm going to show you again. It will look like this. Don't panic. How do you find the next one? Okay, so this is a double crochet pole. You see that here? That's a double crochet pole. That's hooking onto this thread. So your next one is this thread. Can you see? Okay, so you loop over once and you go through what we've already used that one. We go through this one. So you go through this, grab your yarn, come out. You have 3 loops. Grab your yarn, go through 2, grab your yarn and go through 2 more. So now you have 2. Okay, and I'm going to show you one more time, then I'm going to speed this up. So you already used this hook, what do they call it? This stitch space. So now we're going to use this one. If you get confused, just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which makes sense because we've already used 2. Sometimes this counts, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't matter. In this case, it doesn't really matter because it's a flower, so no one's going to really see. But if it's like a top or a scarf and you're following a pattern, then it will tell you if this counts or not. So you have 8, which makes sense, means we're going right because we've already done 2. So just if you get confused, pull it up a bit and see, okay, this is hooked onto this one, so this is my next space. So go through over, loop your yarn. I put my fingers so it doesn't fall back out, okay? And then I go through this stitch space once, grab your yarn, come out, you have 3. Come through 2, and then come through 2. Okay, and I'm going to speed this up, and you can pause it here, and I'll show you how to do the last one, okay? Okay, so I've done all these, and you should have 9, and then this is the last one you're going to do. So so you get to this last one, it does count. So again, it's the same as the others. Loop through, come grab it, come out of 2 and come out of 2. Oh, don't do that. Okay, and now you need to make, so remember we spoke about like working as a grid, it's kind of a snake motion. So with crochet you work like that, you go up, up, up. Almost everything works like a snake unless it's Tunisian crochet. Okay, so now we got this, and we're gonna have to go up. We need to build height this way. So we do 1, 2, 3, because remember I said that every double crochet counts as 3 hooks. So you chain 3 and then you turn your work over, turn it around, so now you can work this way. Okay, so with this flower, now you remember how we done 1 double crochet in every loop, in every chain space. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets in every chain space. Okay, so loop your yarn, and normally if you're just working as a square, you would miss this one, you would miss this space and work into that. But because we're doing 2, because we need to make that fluffy expanding thing, we're going to actually go into this chain space. Usually you would skip that because that is the first one, blah blah blah. Okay, so you go through. So if you just look up here, you can see the V's. 1, 2, can you see the V? So you're working inside that. So just going to take this off to show you. You're working inside these V's. That's where you're going to be putting the hook. Inside these V's, that's where you're going to be inserting and grabbing yarn, so you can just know easily. Okay, if you get confused on how many you got left, just check these V's on the top. Okay, so we're going to loop the yarn, go through this space, the first one, grab the yarn, come out, and you have 3. Grab the yarn, go through 2, grab the yarn, go through 2. Next one, chain, we're going to work into the next one, grab the yarn, come out of 2, come out of 2, and then we're going to do another one in that same space in here again. So grab the yarn, go in here, 1, okay, come out, 2, 2. Okay, and I'm going to show you one more and then do a speed version. 1, okay, loop the yarn over once, going through this chain space, grab the yarn, come back out, grab the yarn, go through 2, grab the yarn, go through 2, and we're going to put another one in here again, same space, grab the yarn, go through 2, and then go through 2 again. So you can see it's starting to fan out, which is what is going to happen once you wrap all of this. So basically when we make the petals, you're going to wrap all of this around like that. That's basically the idea behind it. So you're going to have loads of fluffy things. So I'm going to pause this or do a speed up version. I really haven't decided, and I'll meet you guys back when we get to the last one. Speeded up video. Sometimes I knock the camera so it shakes. Just don't worry about that, alright? Some of us keep knocking things. Some of us are clumsy. Okay, so this is where it can get a bit confusing if you're working in like a square. So this is your 9th chain space, because this is the last V you can actually see clearly. Okay, this is your 9th one. Your 10th one is actually here. This is the last one. So if you count, okay, forget this one because it's double, so we're working in 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your 9th one is here, your 10th one is there. So don't forget that, okay? Because if you miss this last one, your work will start to go wiggly on the end. Wiggly is the technical name too, by the way. Okay, So in the time-lapse video, you saw that I undone it at one point because I realized I only done one double crochet in one of the spaces, so I just undone it to add another one. So we're going to do the last 4, so 1, come through 2, loop over, come out, go through 2, come out, go through 2, and then you have this one left. So in the last, always in crochet, the last bit, you don't want to work through it, like you don't want to go like this. You want to work through the space, so that gives you a nice neat edge, if you understand what I mean. So you want to go through, can you see these V's on the end? You want to go through this, okay? So it gets a bit fiddly, so you might have to like use your nails. Okay, come out, go through 2, come out, go through 2, and then you want to go through this again. Loop over, grab your yarn, come out, go through 2, come out, go through 2. Okay, so now we get this fan version. You can count it if you want, but like I said, because this is a flower, it's going to roll over, so don't worry too much about the numbers. It's not important. Okay, so then you turn your work over. This is where the fun begins. Okay, so this is where we're going to change the color of our yarn for the petals. All right, show you how to do that. I think this video is going to be so long. Okay, so get your new color, which is this one. In case anyone's wondering what color I am using, I shall tell you now. This purple one is called Pink Macaroon. It's a nice name. I would have called it almost lilac. Okay, so to change colors, just leave this on for a minute. Don't cut it yet. So you can just basically, you know how we go through here and grab the green? You can just like insert the purple, like just put it and hook it through. Ah, Lord, it's fiddly to change colors. You can just do that, but just to be extra, because I'm rough with my stuff, because I know I'm not too careful with the things. I like to make them extra secure, because this is like a hair bubble, you know, you don't know if kids, whatever. So just to make it extra secure, I make another slip chain, slip stitch, slip knot, whatever it's called. Okay, make sure that's the right size. Okay, so then I come in this one. Okay, grab the green. You can just make this all one color, but I'm just showing you in case you're feeling adventurous. So put them both on, right? You're going to have the scraggly bit of the purple, the short end. I'm going to zoom out again. Okay, you're going to have the short end of the purple. Hold that with the green. Pull the green to tighten it and pull your scraggly purple end. Hold those together in here. Can you see? I'm holding it underneath. Okay, loop your yarn. Pretend you changed colors. Forget you changed colors, actually. Come through. You made one chain. Okay, now you're going to make 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so chain like we chained in the beginning, and then you go into, so we already used this chain space, we're going to use the next V. Can you see this one? And we're going to do a single crochet. So you go into this V, this chain space. I'll zoom in again. You're going to go into this chain space. Keep holding holding those ends so they don't come loose. Okay, then you're going to come out. Now you've got 2 loops. Come through 2, and I'm just going to pull this purple a bit just to tighten it. So this is essentially your first petal, basically. So I'm going to show you how to do it again. So we're going to chain 8 for every petal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and we're going to go find the next one. Next one is here, and you're going to put your hook through. Okay, grab some yarn, come out. You've got 2 loops on your hook and come through 2. That's a single crochet. So I'm going to show you how to do the petal one more time. So, oh, keep knocking the camera. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't forget to twist as you come out. 7. Turn your hook. 8. To find this next chain space, come through, grab some yarn, come out, go through 2, and just give the purple a bit of a pull so your petals don't look all loosey-woosey. Okay, and then I'm just going to show you how to cut this end before I go and finish the rest, and I'll meet you at the end. So you want to leave a good amount because you're going to attach this on. We're going to attach it with this end. Yeah, we'll attach it with the green end. Okay, so leave about a good 20 centimeters, 25, whatever, it's up to you. Just going to cut the green, and then what I'm going to do before I go and finish the rest, I'm just going to pull this, tighten it, pull the green, tighten it, and then I'm going to knot them together. Oh, let me zoom out. Just going to knot those 2 together before finishing the rest of the work, just to make it extra secure. Like if this is a hair clip or a hair bubble or whatever, obviously it's going to endure some wear and tear, so you want to make sure it's all good. Okay, so just leave those, ignore them, carry on with the rest of your flowers, the petals, and I'll see you at the end. I've done almost all of them. It literally took like 3 minutes. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to do the last ones. Okay, so chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then this is the last, or almost the last space. So come through here, grab your yarn, come out, go through here. So single crochet, and then the last one is going to be the same, but remember we go through this bit, not this. Don't go through, even though that's tempting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see on here, the last one, I actually just made a smaller one because I wanted it to go round, so I only done 4 because I didn't want like a long one poking out. So I'm going to do the same here because I just think it looks a little bit neater, like it just rounds it off a bit. So I'm only going to make 4 for the last one, and then I'm going to come through this loop in here, grab the yarn, come out, go through 2. Now don't cut it yet, okay? So what you want to do, it doesn't really matter which end you use to like make the wheel bit on to stitch it all together, but I prefer to use this one. On this flower I cut a long piece of this, but this time I'm going to do with the green. So you want to pull your yarn out, pull your thing, okay, and then you want to cut it. You don't have to make this one really long, just like a few inches, and then you're going to get your needle, your yarning needle, or what really looks like a toy needle, okay. And then this is how you close off the end. So you see this loop, you're going to put that through it and make a knot. And just pull everything really tightly. Okay, it's my favourite bit, it's closing things off. Okay, and then you're going to thread your needle through here. The good thing about crochet is you're starting off, like, it's very cheap to get everything. Like, you can get 3 of these needles for probably like £1 or so, or like a few dollars. Okay, and then what you're going to do, this is called casting off. So you're going to weave it back inside, just roughly wherever you find a place. Okay, and then just go through here. And what I done is pull it through, and then what I done is I pulled this. Okay, and it just kind of like rounds it off like a flower. Okay, and then take your needle out, obviously, ovo. Okay, and then I'm going to tie those 2 pieces together. Oh, Lord. I don't have the most technical setup, to be honest. Okay, and once again. So I'm not going to cut anything yet, because depending on where you want to attach it, you might need these to help you attach it to the whatevers. So that's basically done. And then what you do is you get this end, because I want this to be my end, because I've done that rounded version. So you basically just hold this and roll it up, but you want to make sure all this edge is lined up the inside. So I'll show you. So you want to make sure all this is lining up just fine. Okay, so you want to make sure that's all level, because we're going to have to thread that through. So this is not a very fluffy one, so I started off with a chain 10 for this one. This one I started off with a chain 20, so I ended up having 40 petals, because obviously we double it, remember? So just going to show you again. So just wrap it around. You can bring this here if you like, and that will give you kind of like the bud look. So just roll, make it nice and tight. Okay, this is really like up to you how tight or loose you want it to be. Okay, and just make sure you can see that, because you're gonna have to go through it. Okay, in a minute. بس خلي أخلص أعطيك jelly, okay? So you got this. Don't just leave these a minute until you thread this through. So take that bit that we've done, the really long one. Okay, thread your needle. So weird to work around a tripod, by the way. Oh God, I keep knocking it. Okay, so I'm just gonna move these to the side, so see what I'm doing. Hold all of these together. It is a bit fiddly, but it's a good thing about crochet, it's very forgiving, so even if you make a mistake, it's really not a big deal. Okay, and then I'm gonna go through, oh Lord, okay, I shall zoom in. Okay, I'm gonna go through the tops of all of these. I feel like I'm missing some. Okay, make sure you get all the layers. Okay, and then I'm going to do a cross. So I went this, oh sorry, I went this way. Now I'm going to go that way, get all the layers. See, you can see there's one layer that was hiding that way. Then I'm going to go, done that, I'm going to go through this way, grabbing all my layers. Come on. Oh Lord, what's going on here? Okay. And all the layers. Okay, and then go through here. And then this bit, I'm gonna, once I get to here, you can see this is the last end bit. I'm just gonna grab this just to incorporate it. Okay. Do you see how you get your flower then? So again. Okay, يصدق. So, just took the needle out. I'm just gonna tie all of these together. One more. That's Minions in the background, in case anyone's wondering. I'm sure nobody is. Who really cares? Okay. And that's it. If you want to attach this to anything, for example, I'm just going to grab my daughter's hair bubble. If you want to attach this to a hair bubble, you can. Obviously, just for example, let's say you do want to put it onto a bubble. I'll show you how. So go through here. You could go through it a few times. So pretend you went through it like 5 or 6 times. Obviously, you don't want it to come loose. And then you just keep going, going, going. And then to tie it off, go like this. Okay, and then go through it. And then go through it again. Don't pull. Now you pull. It makes it extra tight. That's if you want to make it as a bubble. I'm not going to make it as a bubble. Probably a hair clip for her. And there you can see this is obviously a smaller size flower. You can put, with the smaller ones, you can put something in the middle, a shiny crystal or whatever. But you guys make it longer than 10. Don't make it 10. 10's quite small. Do it at least start off with a 20 chain. Okay, so you get a nice big one. This is actually big. Like, I have big hands. You can see it almost fills my hand. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully I'll be doing some more like granny squares or something fun. Show you something a little bit more complex. So please let me know. Comment and tell me if you guys like this or not. If I babble too much or if you actually learned something. So there you go. There's the crochet flowers.